Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. We're going to do an account review for Washable Platypi, also often known as Platypi. You may have seen some of his RTA tournaments on Twitch. Some of the top players from the top guilds get together and some really cool fights, and I learned a lot from watching it. It's the Platy Cup, so I'll definitely give him a shout out there. Very good tournament, and just to say though, Platypi, I've seen a couple of your tournaments, and your production quality, like in your latest tournament, definitely went up. So definitely check it out for those watching this on the stream or even on the YouTube video recording. I don't even know the news about Veritas. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but Platy is in Veritas, which is again top guild. And okay, I can. All right, so apparently he's gonna become the guild leader for Veritas, which is pretty cool. So big congrats. The last time we did Platypi's account review, he was known as the laziest member, and I do remember like kind of criticizing like some builds or whatever. I feel bad now. Apparently he's been farming like crazy. I've heard ghost stories about his RB as well. Oh, it's triple S. You freaking whale. So lucky. Okay. So yeah, from here on we'll take a look at his builds. Triple S. Alright, here we go. Oh, dude. That is... Alright, already looking at this. Hold on. Well, one thing I do like doing is that pretending that they don't have imprints, what does it look like? I mean, that's still solid. 230 speed pretty much, and 100% crit rate, almost 300 crit damage. Of course, with the imprint and his high scaling, that's huge. That's like almost as good as someone on an attack boot. Which is generally about the 4.7, 4.8 attack. So it's pretty good. Let's take a look. 25 attack, 9 crit rate, 23 crit chance. Ooh, 20 crit damage and an 8% attack. Yeah, this is a very strong RB. 20 speed. Oh wow, 20 speed, 16 crit damage, and you gotta roll in that crit chance, or it started at a 5 crit chance. It may have started at 5 crit chance actually. Yeah, it had to be. You roll 1 into crit damage, 4 into speed. Yeah, so that's really good. 27% effectiveness as well, which to some RBs is actually not a bad thing. 27% attack, 17% crit rate, 4 speed, and another 5 effectiveness. 14 crit damage, 11 speed, 15 crit chance, 8 effectiveness, and a 39% attack. Yeah, as a DPS RB, this is very solid. Yeah, very nice. Actually, you had RB at almost triple S, or even had triple S before the when we did your review, before the 90 gear came out, right? I remember something about that. Maybe you were not an S? No? Oh, I swear I remember that. You were at 0 imprint? Okay, so when the Vildred banner came out, you hammed on that. You will for imprints. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You whale? You freaking whale? Just kidding. I'm just jealous because that looks really good. Oh wow, this Kayron is very solid. It's a triple S as well. Almost 4.5k attack, 300 crit damage, 100% crit rate, 181 speed. Oh man. Yeah. This is oh man. Very solid stuff, man. 32% plus 101, near 10% for Kayron's base. His base is like 1.1k, so almost 10%. So about let's say about 40% attack there. Whew. 20 crit rate, Oh man, still good. Yeah, and remember that boot. That's very, very, very strong Kayron on Aliha's knife. You use the S3 EE. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at Specter Tenebria. Oh, by the way. Oh, you're not friendship level 10. I see. I know most people ended up with a plus 14 Kayron because of the new friendship currency thing. So that's why I was just like looking at. I'm like, oh, you're plus 12. You should be plus 14. Wow. What the frick, man? Wow, you've really improved a ton. 1.8. What is this? It's a speed boot too. So 3.6. The defense and HP are okay. They're okay, but I've seen you use her in RTA. You don't like straight tank it, so she's like a counter pick or whatever. So I think it's okay. In terms of the tankiness, it's fine. The damage is crazy though. 291 crit damage, 100% rate with immunity set, and a 3.6k attack on a speed boot. And 42 effectiveness. Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, you've definitely like gone from like pretty decent, and then you went to like really top level. Hold on, wait, why isn't this one 90? You just don't I see. Yeah, I get it. It's just 22 crit damage. You're not gonna benefit too much, I guess. It's conversion. Or are you planning to 90 it then? It just takes longer. Yeah, the priorities makes sense. I think that's fine, honestly. I mean, other than completing it, if you have that pet peeve, completing it to 90, it's not. You don't need it, I think. But I mean, every bit helps. Very nice still. Crit damage slightly on the low side. Do you have any imprints? No imprints. 98% crit rate on immunity set. No, never mind. Your crit damage is on the low side, but because you have immunity and your crit rate is so high without imprint, and your tankiness is good, this is still really good. Okay, this 149 flat defense there, very beneficial to him. Okay, so he did that strategically. You're a very boring RTA player. You like the tank and spank. I see. Nothing wrong with the tanky Violet. Remnant Violet. I don't mind it. 21% crit rate. Yeah, I think the only thing it would be the crit damage is slightly on the low side. But I mean it's pretty good. Like where you got him to, I'd be pretty satisfied if that's the type of Remnant Violet you want. Does well into frenzy. Yeah, because the defense is high. Yeah. You have it at you have it set to CP. This is not 90. We'll take a look at your 90 geared heroes. Okay. Oh, Wyvern 13. Okay. You're right, Joker. Charles, not full 90'd, but you don't really use him much anymore? Because I think you're lacking a lot of stats. You don't use often? Okay, well, let's take a look at the 90 gear rule anyway. You're lacking some attack, lacking a bit of defense for the sets you're on. 21 crit rate. And self-imprinted, but not much. Super niche. Yeah, I can see people, especially in RTA, they definitely like watered down their Charles to be on kind of like secondary DPS gear, but not their like best gear anymore. It's kind of sad, but oh, health. Oh, interesting. Oh, then you're then your attack is actually okay then for being on a health main stat. 166. Okay, cool. SSB, I know that you do use her. Okay, Drink Abuser. No crit damage really, but decent enough crit rate. If you land it, twice the damage. Better than nothing. You don't like Charles right now in RTA. Yeah, I don't think it's just you. I think people are realizing it. People who run Charles usually lose. But it depends. It does depend. $4.5k attack. With that kind of tankiness though, I will have to give this some credit. I'm gonna see what the ooh, that's really nice. And 72 effectiveness. That should not be overlooked. SSB with high effectiveness in RT is really very disgusting. High attack with 122 flat attack, so 10%. Rose Cleave, he's still pretty strong. Charles, that is. 40 defense. 40 defense. Ooh, and flat defense too. Which is over, that's about 50% defense there. Over 50%. 6, attack boot. Okay. Yeah, it's tanky. It's tanky, it's tanky. That 0 speed looks so good. Yeah, that's true. That's actually pretty good substat distribution. ML can... It is 90'd. 4.2... 312 crit damage. 21 crit rate. Just high roll gear. It's really nice to see high roll gear. This is extra gear. Yeah, I know. I can tell you're really not like super focused on this ML Ken. I hardly see you ever draft ML Ken to RTA, even if they have AoE damage. Okay, Alencia, a top built hero. These, yeah, this kind of hero would be something that people really want to study, and especially newer players. They would definitely want to see. Okay, you're on an A imprint, so you have actually a lot of room to improve. Once you get luckily get a triple S, this is very solid. On a speed boot, 200 speed. Defense is on the lower side, but the Draco plate kind of compensates for it slightly. Attack is very high. And with the Draco plate, your crit damage is fine. So this is actually very nice. In terms of a DPS Alencia, this is will actually do a lot of damage. 26%. You have some very solid bruiser gear. This one is the, yeah, crit rate and the speed there, really valuable. Yeah, the effectiveness is low, but it's not a break deal. It just depends how the player uses the Alencia. If you have high effectiveness, you're gonna lose something. You're gonna lose attack, you're gonna lose crit rate, whatever. Like in my opinion, I don't even think that Platy would even care about this 15% effectiveness. But yeah, because if he gets Mind's Eye, he gets 30% anyway, so... I know there's like people debating on that. I'm half. It just depends. I think the player just needs to know what they want to use that hero for, and that's it. You can't. The only thing you can complain about is if someone 90'd like really papega gear, like really bad gear. But these are actually pretty good. His overall stats are actually really good. Counter set Apocalypse Ravi at 173 speed on a portrait. So DPS wise, this would do really good damage. The speed is actually like as good as a speed set a Ravi without a speed boot, or maybe even better. The crit damage and crit rate is amazing. The defense is on the low side, But again, it does depend on how you use the characters, so... This is not 90'd, but... it might not be high priority to 90, I guess. Get some extra crit damage in their attack. It's a converted one, I know. So you want a 90 for the 100% crit. Yeah, that 3% salty non-crit could really make you lose a fight. This is 13 speed. Ooh, so if you 90 this, you get even more speed. So if you get more speed out of that, this Ravi would even look more monstrous. What'd you get? What would you get on this? This would be another, what, 3 speed? So like a 16? Or maybe 2? No, 3. Has to be 3. Yeah, that's very good. Ambitious Tywin now. This is one that I personally need to look at as well. Oh yeah, I remember your Holy Sacrifice A Tywin. In, I think it was in your 2 tournaments ago. Like, you had like a final, and your Holy Sacrifice A Tywin actually saved the day. It was pretty cool. It was definitely pretty cool. Because now Ambitious Tywin is technically a high priority target. You don't want, you know, for him to keep like stealing souls. So usually people do try to kill him off, and yeah, I mean, if you don't time it correctly and he has Holy Sacrifice, oof. It feels bad, man. It means the stun all over again. This is nice. Wait, do you have any imprints on this? Only 6%. Okay, so the amount of health you got is legit. And you have 79% crit rate. That's actually not bad. Like, that's actually really good. Wow, 51% health? What the frick? I had to really look at this. I'm like, is that flat health? I'm like, no, that's not flat health. 51%. Okay, so you're really carried here. So wait, you have a main stat that's not health, right? You have effectiveness. Okay, yeah. Nice. Very nice. You can't complain about that. That's just crazy. Yeah, people on the stream chat reacting. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. 18% effective. Oh, sorry. Crit rate. I would, like, realistically, I don't know how hard you were chasing the crit rate on this Platy, but yeah, realistically, I would want mine to have a bit. I mean, over time, the chip damage can be really good. You want a bit more? Okay, so you were chasing it. Yeah, realistically, like, when I'm gonna be building mine, I want it to... Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, you could... Yeah, you're kind of lucky, though. That 51% helmet really helped you, like, get the crit rate you need. That's why I was really surprised by the high crit rate. I'm like, how are you managing the stats? Platy works for SG to get such a good neck. Okay, no worries, Platy. Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. I would say the only thing that... Yeah, I don't know. I think overall the stats are good. The defense is okay. The HP is fine. I think if anything, I would say, like, I'd like to see more speed and effectiveness on it. But just the fact that he has 64% crit rate on this build, it makes me kind of like just brush it aside. Though those wants that I want, I don't think it's that big of a deal. If he wants to get some chip damage in there, I think this is a solid build. Yeah, so I've been told that these are world boss heroes, the next two. So LQC and Athletica. But regardless, he has 90 gear on it. I'm just going to take a look at the gear. 21% crit rate. I don't know why I do this to myself, because it just makes me salty when I see really good stuff. Oh my goodness, 41% HP. Okay, so the world boss, huh? Oh yeah, it's a 13% effect resist. Oof. Okay, 24% crit chance. It's not unusable. It can be used. Especially after it's 90. Faithless Litica also. He's not using Athletica? I wish I had Athletica now, man. I would use her. I would use you, baby. Okay. No 90 gear though. Oh, this one. 35 resist. What? What? 35 resist, flat defense, and 6 speed? No, I want Athletica first. I want Athletica first. Alexa, I guess it's Wyvern. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to build it like this unless it's Wyvern. Let's take a look at the 90 gear. 20% crit rate. 53 effectiveness on the hero, which is great. 21 attack, 21 crit damage. 30 attack, it's not even bad, not bad. Oh yeah, Platy, I made that deduction, it is Wyvern 13. I was taking a look at the 90 gear, mainly. Falconer Kluri, 264 speed, 1700 defense, and 15,000 HP with 144 effectiveness. What? Oh, I just don't want effectiveness ring? Okay, that's impressive. Justice for all. What? 33, 15, 14, 16, 5, and a 23 with a hit set. What? Does she have innate, oh, she does have some innate effectiveness. That's actually very high effectiveness. I wasn't, for without a, effectiveness main side. It was from the tree as well, right? Because I think her last awakening is also effectiveness. I don't remember. It's okay, but yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. She scales on defense as well for damage. So in terms of like just overall, you know, damage over time, she can do some stuff. So the higher defense is slightly better than the HP. And Justice for all. Nice. Fallen Cecilia, 101 effectiveness. And not on effectiveness ring either. Well, that's kind of annoying. That's a very annoying type of FCC. I mean, you really have to commit. Either you're like a speedy barrier type FCC, so like 200 plus speed with 30,000 HP, or you're a bruiser like DPS, or you have high effectiveness. You have to focus, and this is well focused. 206 speed, the defense and the HP combination is really good. I mean, it's not perfect. 39 effect resist. I don't know if you wanted that, or like maybe because you're just chasing the effectiveness, the tankiness, and the speed, that's enough for you, so you don't care if it was perfect. I guess you can't be too picky. Don't know what else you would want on this build. Maybe some flats. It's just there. Okay. So just double checking if you were doing it for strategic purposes, but. I mean, I'm sure the 39 effect resist can help, even when you didn't mean to have it. It can help. This is not geared. Lilias, I'm assuming. So you're a horseman player, right? So, wow. 152 effectiveness with 241 speed. HP is on the lower side, but the defense is okay. It's pretty fast. But It's pretty fast. In the bruiser fights, I don't know if you need immunity, since this is pretty fast in a bruiser fight. So like tank to tank fight, this is pretty fast. Otherwise, I would still say, yeah, immunity would be nice. 19 speed, effectiveness ring. Yeah, like I personally would use this on like a debuffer or something myself, but it's just a different style. Very nice boot though. Very nice boot. Cool. See Dom not used. It's on immunity. Do you use this as a counter pick? Like if someone's drafting Cleave, do you bring this or am I just making too many assumptions? She's just geared? Okay. Someone says on the stream chat that Lilias will provoke a lot of DNs out there before they even get a turn. I agree. This is why I always think DN should be on immunity set. But so okay, so I mean, she has one piece of 90 gear. So Platy's still trying to figure out what to do with her. Otherwise, this is literally my first time actually seeing Briar Witch Iseria on my screen. You can skip this? LOL. I gotta skip it. I'll skip it. She's hard to use. Okay. I won't. Yeah, we won't get into that. I kind of felt that she would be. Yeah, never mind. We'll talk about that next time. This is a very nice Dark Corvus. I know. I just like it's Dark Corvus, but the tankiness is good. No one in their right mind is going to attack Dark Corvus on the turn, assuming you do draft him into RTA, which I am assuming because he looks like he's RTA spec. What artifact was that? You mean on Briar? It's Oath Key. So it seems like he's doing to reduce the RNG on those evasion defense teams. 31 resist, 14 health. Yeah, I'm assuming he does use him as kind of a counter pick. Because he has high effect resist, but he chooses not to use Strack in case people can still debuff him. So while the effect resistance is like quote unquote low, it's not a guaranteed resist, it's still high enough to throw back RNG. If they lock SSB, you lock D Corvus Roana. Ooh, thanks for the strats, Platy. Yeah, and then so the Timeless Anchor comes in handy there. So that's definitely RTA spec. It's very nice. I think probably in the future you probably, if you can complete a set, whether it's like resist set or something, I'm imagining that's what you were waiting for. But so far it would work. Definitely works. Krau. .187 speed. HP is solid. Any imprints? No imprints. Okay. I think it works. He'll do what you need him to do. I see. Yeah, you have a lot of really good, like, good for the hero converted gear, and I can see what you mean by other priorities. I think you convert a lot of gear, and in that you have too many, so there's gonna be heroes that you just have converted gear that's not 90'd. I can really see that now. Yeah, he's 6-star Awaken. Yeah. Last time we did the account review, I was like going like, what? You just have a 6-star Awaken? Like, I had to think about your Yufine as well, but I feel bad about that now. I think it was like his Yufine was a molded, and I was complaining about it. At the time, Yufine was really good. We're talking about green Yufine, but now she's kind of like pushed out. So I kind of feel bad that I guilted him into actually molding, because Platy, man, is such a good boy, man. He DMs me. He's like, I molded her, and I 6-star Awaken Krau, and I'm like, LOL. I'm like, I really don't expect you to actually give me these updates, but thanks. I really appreciate it. And yeah, he is 6-star Awaken, man. Very proud. Very proud. But I mean, looking at RTA though, I don't think you really regret 6-star awakening him. He's definitely one of the top knights to be used. Anyways, this sharing background story. Peer pressure Jen. I didn't know my influence was that strong. I did not expect that. But it was just me saying stuff, right? But I do feel bad though that I made a Mola. I myself have kind of stopped using Yufine. Sometimes in Guild War offense at the most, but very rare now, which is bad. This is a pretty decent Dizzy. 189 speed though, so you're not what? Fairly slow for a speed set Dizzy. I have to say. GVG Dizzy. You never draft Dizzy into RTA, really? Interesting. I would imagine like people would still use her. Like she does deal with a lot of stuff, in my opinion. With Violin, that is. But maybe not for like where you guys are at in terms of the level. I don't know. I found her to be useful around champion, but you draft her. Okay. You're never happy drafting her? Do you think it's because it's a cheat button or... Oh, her gear isn't optimal? Yeah. So I guess in the line of that, my question would be like, are you hoping to, you know, gear her well? I mean, she's not... The effectiveness is not bad. The tanking is not bad. For speed set, it's a bit slow, but like the argument would be that it doesn't matter, you know, most people have first turn immunity anyway, so it's better to run her slow. In that sense, I agree, but in that sense, I would be like, just put her on a counter set. You're farming a counter set. Okay, cool. Ken, probably not to build, but he has a 90 though. I want to take a look. Yeah, oh, it's okay. Ruele, this is gonna be top one. Oh, how did this roll? Hey, that's pretty good. That's very good. I think most of the people who rolled this, they have rolled like really good stuff, like either really fast or high effect resist, or one or the other. But these 78s, man, they roll like super well. Your Ruele is very nice. 178 speed on a touch of Rekos with 173 effect resist. Take a look. Any imprints? It's at S. Okay, 12%. That will... I don't think you... yeah, you don't even drop down 19,000. So yeah, the she has low base HP for a Soul Weaver. Very nice. Touch of Rekos is best for Ruele and RTA, only if you get the Ruele Speedy. Zero Masa. I would say this is lacking a bit of speed, and I know Platy would probably say that as well. Like he would probably go up to like the 185. If he could get a 190, I think Platy would be 100% satisfied. But that's at least if that was me. Like if he had like a speed instead of that crit rate there, like all those like little like 3 or 4 speed like initial subs, they would add to this Ruele by a ton. So yeah, Platy says he wants 185 to 195. Yeah, those are kind of the benchmarks while maintaining the defense and HP that he has. I mean, realistically, I think even the HP could be dropped by like, I don't know, 800, just above that 19,000. And if he could get that speed in there, a very scary Ruele. Touch of Rekos. And then we got Basar. Basar now often used, I'm pretty sure you still would use him in RTA. Probably not like a top pick, but definitely usable. You don't use him anymore? Oh, at all? Okay, so 153 effectiveness. And on Abyssal Crown, I just assumed that maybe you do. But he's not on 90 gear. Except this. Okay. Diene would be a top one. Yes. Platy is on the level that I was talking about. So immunity set with high resist, and then a very good speed as well. Good defense, good HP. No imprints. But this is not maxed. You have level 10 friendship. Wait a minute. Yeah, you need to max the S2. Yeah. Did you use her? Hold on. I'm just gonna check your skill enhance thing. But you've already used it. What did you use it on? I guess maybe the barrier? Oh, S1. Oh, I see, I see. You're trying to get the combat readiness? Yeah, that combat readiness is a huge deal, especially with a fast Diene. Yeah. 100% worth it. 100% worth it. You could really see that one. Doubling the CR boost on her S1 is huge. It's a huge deal. Yeah, very nice. Let's take a look at the gear roll. 18 speed, 21 effect resist, 8 speed, and then you have health. You have perfect subs as well. Flat health, very nice on her. Flat defense, effect resist, 7% defense, and then 121 flat defense. Yeah, very nice, very optimized Diene. You have only like a spare 10% crit rate. Everything else is perfect. Roana, and you said about locking her. So yeah, what I heard about Roana is like she's relatively easy to build. Oh, you have the Stella Harpa on her. Do like that. I do like that. She honestly, the problem with like having her as your only way of like healing is that she wouldn't usually cleanse, but this is very nice, especially into SSB. So I mean, I can see that yeah, I mean, you have gear on her and it just makes her work. She's literally one of those soul weavers. She can just stand there and still heal depending on the situation. So I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Mine's still 5-star. Maybe I should 6-star her. Maybe I really should. Mola is the S2. Okay, right. That would make the most sense. Yeah, no one really cares about the cooldown. Okay, and on a single imprint. Blood Moon Haste, 141 speed, 25,000 HP, 1500 defense. Very solid. Slightly on the slower side. I don't know if you were chasing the effect resist on purpose, but every bit helps on a Soul Weaver. You want more speed. Yeah, I would say so too. Say that's the only thing you're really lacking. The HP and the defense is very good. Only on a B imprint. That's very good. Oh. He needs like 20 speed. Yeah, he's slightly on the slow side. I kind of get it because you have this boot. So you were chasing the effect resist on purpose. Well, would you not optimize it so that you don't need that 64 effect resist? And maybe just go for just speed? You weren't chasing? Okay. So I'm more curious of why you even placed this one on him though. I mean, I'm assuming you can get better health boots. Was it just to complete the immunity? It wasn't being used? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, just because immunity and wasn't used. Okay. Cool. F Maya, not maybe Guild War F Maya? It says it has 90 gear on though. Guild War F Maya, okay. We'll just take a look at the substat roll. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Ooh, you I-90 your Kates too. Oh, this is Guild War, right? I mean, leftover gear. Okay. Yeah, the stats are okay. It's just like it works. It's not anything too crazy. General Purrgis. I love the new graphics on the 90 gear. I don't see a lot of golem gear. The golem gear looks really good in terms of the graphic itself. 42 of HP. This is a wyvern, I am assuming. But the 90 gear always baits me. Yeah, the golem gear looks really good. Like the boots and stuff. You don't have a pair here, but the boots, man, oh man, they look really good. Okay, we have Oxlots, 260 speed, very tanky, very tanky. Not RTA, right? I don't think you would have the, like, even in a bruiser comp, you wouldn't use them. Maybe some kind of guild war. You don't draft Oxlots into RTA? Okay. Have you... This works for guild war. Have you ever thought about it? Drafting Oxlots into guild war, even in a bruiser comp? I see, like, people are beginning to try that. So, like, he would take the role of Ice Rose, except without the damage mitigation. So, like, a CR boost, but on a Spirit's Breath. So you always get, you know, as long as he's alive. So tanky, like... slower speed than this, but like more tanky. Doesn't fit your playstyle. Okay. Tamarine, lots. Is that pretty much it in terms of the roster you have? Yeah. What about ML Rin? Oh crap! No, I was hoping. Yes, no, Yufine. It's +9. Feels bad, man. Okay, sorry, Platy. I do have to apologize. I do have to apologize. This is like... He's like... I definitely have to apologize for that. And look at Yufine's shocked face. That's what my face looks like right now. It's okay, she's a cutie. You're a champ, man. Yeah, okay, no one else is geared then. Okay, cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, so do you mind me taking a look at just your inventory? Because I mean you're a top player and you're gonna be the leader. Do you mind if I look at how many 90 gears you have? Okay, cool. So just for the video, for everyone to see. But you've definitely, I have to say this, I mean you've come a long way. You were always like decent, but I do remember when people memed saying that you were the laziest player in Veritas. That really showed, but you've completely changed. So this is very impressive, man. I'm very, very glad to see this. You don't have that many? Okay, so we got 3 rows here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and then 3 pieces. My math is bad. Someone do the math for me. 12 rows of 9 and then 3 pieces. That's still pretty well. It's not like careless or Rin level well, but I mean that's still pretty good. 111. Okay, thanks guys. See, math whizzes all on the on the stream. You take a look at your Reforge maths just to see. Okay, you're pretty tapped out. Okay, so pretty much as soon as you have the Reforge materials, you already have a piece of gear ready to reforge. That's quite rare, actually. Oh, you got a calculator by yourself? Okay. You know exactly what you want to reforge. That's very nice. That's very nice. I know that there are some players who are either they have too much reforged material because they're too picky on the gear, or they just don't get the right drops. I mean, those two realities are real, of course. But then I do see people who use reforged materials on almost anything just to complete a hero, and I think that's the wrong way to use it, especially how much energy it takes. You've been prioritizing reforging units. That's very good. No, so far I'm pretty impressed with what I see in terms of your improvement from the last account review. So yeah, this is a very good job, man. And again, big congrats on the leader of Veritas. So at least I know I got a buddy in Veritas now, right? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna end this for the video recording. Again, thank you for allowing me to do this, Platy. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.